Today I'm going to be doing a video on
how to get STD tested for the first time.
an appointment, got in that joint, leaned back, and was like, this is not fun. Nobody wants to be grown at that point. It's like, I just want to, girl, personal. It's real personal. For the first time, it is kind of a daunting experience and you want to be comfortable. Now, when you're making your first GYN appointment, what you need to do is go in, have your exam, have labs run, and basically start a record of where your health is from the first appointment. If you're not going for your first appointment and you're going for something else, obviously you get to indicate that when you're making the appointment, what you're making them for. So I say for a first time, you want to go in and have your appointment and you just want to have tests done. So obviously you want to have a HIV test done, and they usually test for, I think, gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis, which are the standard tests that are performed when you request STD testing. If you want anything more extensive, you have to request that specifically. So if you want HPV testing, not every doctor that does an annual pap smear will test for HPV during the pap smear. I believe they're supposed to, but everybody doesn't do what they need to do. So if that is what you want, you need to make sure that you request it. There's a slew of other STDs that you could be tested for, and if you feel like you want to know whether or not you have those things or been exposed to those things, you have to specifically request for those tests. Because if you go into the doctor's office and you say, I want STD testing, they're only going to give you the 4, because I guess that's what people are most likely to get. And even sometimes if she physically examines you, she may say, well, I don't see anything. It may indicate that you have anything. So, you know, and kind of like, well, why you want to be tested kind of thing. Just say because you want to. Don't her or him, just run the test. Just run the test because you want the test. Or you could just make up a story and say, like, I had a wild weekend. Right? Can you say that? I had not a wild weekend, because you don't want to get STD tested until, not you don't want to. Anytime is a great time to be STD tested, but you need to keep in mind that for some STDs, it can take 3 to 6 months for an STD to show up. So if you did something that you regret on Monday, September 1st, going to get tested on September 15th is not going to give you the most accurate measure of your health. Or better off, going to get tested on September 15th isn't terrible, because you may catch something very, very early. But you need to test again sometime, let's say December, January, February. Test again, just to be free and clear, because there are a lot of things that your body will attack and try to rid itself of, and you may not show any symptoms, and you may be carrying something that you don't know that you're carrying. If you're sexually active, you want to use protection at all costs. Men, women, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. You want to use protection at all costs, but there are lots of things that condoms cannot protect you from. There are lots of things that you can receive from skin to skin contact. So you want to be sensible about who you are having any kind of intimate interactions with of any nature. Hopefully that helped you. As always, until next time.